You know, it really sucks. My internet's currently out, and I can't have any background music. Which really blows. Because normally when I tune you guys out for monotonous stuff like this, I don't get lost, you know, completely left alone with my thoughts. Unfortunately, today is one of those fun days. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Right here, 1964 Beetle. Yes, it's not the Gia that's been, I mean, populating the heck out of the channel lately. That's gone, finally. But anywho, digressing and regressing, 64 Beetle. Yes, it is in here for probably one of my most favorite things, other than wiring, drivability concern. Hence the, I gotta look smart with glasses. I had it out earlier today. It came in, I think you might have seen it in videos if you watch this channel. Spinning in the background. I finally got it out, drive it. We had a nice day. It does have a drivability issue, and it's right off, say right off the line. You crack the throttle, just falls on its face. So, tootling around like I normally do. I'm thinking it's in the ignition circuit. Now, this car's been on the channel before. A bunch of rework had to be done to it as far as how the state I got it from the who fixed it. So there's still gremlins. I did put, every time I've done something in this car, the drivability has gotten better. And it's, right now, it's fine for me as a driver. It's more or less tuned for me. But that's not saying the owner likes it, because obviously it's here, the owner does not like it. What we've done to this car so far is we've done an electronic ignition, 30 pick carburetor, 30, 31, whatever. We put a different carburetor on it. As far as the engine is concerned, it did a tune up, all that, you know, the normal stuff. But right now, I think we're having distributor, not ignition per se issues, but distributor per se issues. Timing's right where it should be. I checked that before I took off this morning on the drive. But what's going on is it seems like the advance isn't advancing until you like really crank on it. So what I'm gonna do is first thing, well, let's get it in the air, fire it up, and see if I can maybe replicate just by throttle position, no load. No guarantee on that one. But I'll try it. But what I'm thinking is we're gonna swap out the Dizzy for a different Dizzy and take it out. So I might go with a vacuum advance. I might go with just another 009 electronic. Not sure, but driving it felt like definitely it's in the ignition side. It also could be this coil. Let me get this in the air, bring it in, and show you what I'm going on about, because I'm not saying the coil's the main factor, but it could be contributing, because it looks like it might have got hot before. So stay tuned. But for the time being, let me put in the drive video of what we experienced earlier, and then you'll get back to me on the lift. Enjoy. That might have been on camera. The car sounded like it just completely shut off on me. Yeah. He's added a clutch and just nosedives. Right off the start though. There's a weird dead spot in the pedal. I don't think this thing has heat. I'm almost sure it doesn't. I think it does. At least the air's blowing through the vents. That's not hot air. Yeah, boop, boop. Carburetor? Right here, like no power. It's bucking, it's surging. Yeah, it's right at about quarter throttle. I don't know if it picks up. And now it's powering out of it. Distributor? Yeah, I've just got bump, 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 bump. I know. Looks real good. I'll put it on my calendar. But yeah, it has a surge. Not fuel. And we got to do something about this clutch still, because it still has a really terrible engagement. These brakes are also worse than I remember. They feel severely warped. I just want a nice slow piece of road and lug the engine. Basically, I'm thinking advanced, maybe. Advanced electrical something. Yeah, right here. I got nothing. It's just, it might pick up in the camera if I ever shut up. All right. We're going slow enough. Let's just pop the clutch. I think we have an ignition issue. Wide open. Woo! Also, we got a gas smell. I do remember the owner saying that. We got to address. It smells more chemically than gas. Or it could have been the barbecue place I just passed. I can't remember if the blinkers work. We'll go this way. Flip the throttle. Let's go to my fun breakdown spot. I gotta try to adjust the seat back. I feel like I'm going through the windshield. Don't go nowhere. Wait, I'm the last cog. Pretty sure we are. Well, the seats are on the wrong frickin' side. That's genius. Yeah, the adjustment levers are over here, so they're not gonna adjust. Awesome. Going well. Whee! Bouncy, bouncy. Flooring it, she'll take off. Oh yeah, I really smell that gas smell now. Smells like gas and brake clean. Lighter fluid? But you can probably hear, once it gets up into revs, it's night and day difference. But let me get on the big cam and let's poke around with some things. I at least feel the customer's complaint. So I'll be back. I also gotta take care of this gas. Woo! She stinks. Stay here. Alright, we'll shut her down. Stay. Anywho's, alright, we have it is warm in here. I don't know if why are we, oh, e-brake. Whatever. Anywho's, alright. I think I'm well aware of the drivability concern. Not 100% sure what's causing it currently. I'm leaning towards its ignition side because once you get past that weird spot, because I'm pretty sure there's no transition jet in one of these carburetors, so you have idle circuit. No, you have a mid, and then you have main, or you have an idle jet. So, anywho, what I'm getting at is I'm leaning towards its ignition. So what I'm going to do is I think I have. First, I'm going to check out if that's my distributor or not. If it's my distributor, it's fine. If it's the old one, well, that's another thing. We'll put in a new distributor. But if it's mine, I can, warranty it out or whatever. I think I have another distributor that's new. And I'm pretty sure I got a new vacuum advance unit, which might help this particular owner in drivability. But we'll stab in whatever I find, take it out again, and then see what's going on. Also, I got a bunch of Nick Noid stuff, like seat has to be fixed. I remember him saying that, but he said he wanted to move. Not, it's on the wrong side. Gas complaint, light bulbs, so on and so forth. Let me get on a big cam and start rambling on that. Sounds like a plan. I'll be back. All right, guys. As always, working on Beetles or anything else on the lift. Horrible lighting, but what I got going on is, like I said, let me fire this thing up, see if I can get it to replicate a partially cracked throttle idle issue. And yeah. Also, I was talking about with the coil, thinking it's getting hot. Now, I don't buy the most expensive stickers to, promote my stupidity, but usually they will stay stuck. So that looks like it's got hot and just delammed the glue, if you will. So maybe the key was left on or that thing's breaking down. But let me twist this thing off and see if I can replicate an issue. Because it still fires up, man. Playing with the throttling, move you over. We go. Yes, the engine's cold, but it's not really doing it not under load. You'll see it. Hopefully you saw it in the video. Again, the engine's cool. But right in about cracking the throttle, it just falls on its face. It almost runs like it's not getting enough gas, but it shouldn't have that issue, you know, mildly throttle dependent. Because it also could be a fuel supply issue. Carburetor wise, but not really sure. Diagnosing, it's the fun stuff. I'll be back when this thing warms up. All right guys, she's warmed up. Oh, move. I don't know if you'll be able to see timing marks, but I got my gun on it. Base idle right now is at 13. Yes, it's not 7.5, but also if I'm at 7.5, I don't get my full advance. Distributors, springs weak, I don't know, or hanging even, but idle, 8 and some change. Rev it up. I'm gonna set this thing to 32. Full advance, and that line, the 0 line, should meet up with the case. If it picks up, that'd be awesome. If it doesn't, well, take my word for it. I don't know if it picked up, but it's right on the money, so timing's fine. Let me get some brake clean and hose the engine, see if I'm fighting a vacuum leak. Because it does seem not to drop right down to idle again. Carb's good. I don't know if it picks up. We got a boot leak. That one's fine. All right, see if you can hear the idle change. Spraying this, we'll start from driver's side to passenger side. Driver's side. Nothing. The splicey boot. Nothing. Boot under here. Here, she's not happy. Revving up. And then intake manifold. Intake manifold's fine. Big drivability issue right now is we're fighting a vacuum leak. Yeah, definitely intake boot leak. Immediate idle change. All right, so that's the drivability concern. Carb's good, timing's good. Might not change the distributor yet. Might change that out and see if we're just working with a vacuum leak. Let me shut this off. Drivability complaint due to vacuum leak. And I know I'm being a squirrel right now, but what I'm doing is I want to access the issue to show you better, because it's hard to see, especially on this side. Of course it'd be this side. Not that it matters, they both suck, because you got to take apart so much of the engine. You got a clamp on you? Please don't. Good. All right. Apparently the same guy that did all the service rebuilt this engine too, so. It runs. Oh, they're not cracking. Usually these boots, let me see if I can get you in. Oh, hands. All right. These boots right here, usually when they start going bad, they start to crack. That actually looks semi-good. Which, to me, are they loose? If they are, it honestly would not surprise me. Oh, geez, yeah. Tighten that on. Different screwdriver. What are you doing, man? All right, I got about a turn-ish out of that one. Half. About a turn out of that one. Oh, nice. 2 different clamps on this side. Just check this one. It wasn't leaking, but you know, about a half turn in a Phillips, of course. Use the same hardware. Oh wow, that's just loose. Is that even tightening? I can't believe that one wasn't leaking because that was just loose. All right, let's refire this and see if it was literally that. Are they loose clamps? Yeah, I gotta change the belt. Nope. There's definitely a boot issue. Yeah, it has to be ripped or something. That side's fine, this side might be at the bottom to where I can't see it. That's good. So, all right. Well, this sucks. I was hoping it was going to be simple. Obviously, it's just throwing the distributor in and calling it a day, but obviously it is not. That's fine. All right. Look, I mean, nothing's tight. Why would I expect it to be? All right. Unfortunately, to do this, intakes have to come. Well, intakes have to come off. Man, generator stand has to come off because it has heat crossovers. Those aren't even warm. That one is. So yeah, basically the whole top of the engine has to come apart to fix that one vacuum leak. Man. I mean, they're still soft. Did he use used crap? Oh, hold on, I think I see something. Flashlight! Why do I lose this thing? There it is. I swear it's almost a shtick, right? Oh. Yeah! All right, hold on. Yep. Installation error, of course. You know, I really don't make it, or I try not to make it a habit to badmouth people. Because I F up too. Except the reason that people come here, I own my mistakes. You know what? See if I can get that off. If I can get it off, I can get viewing for you guys. Oh, good, it is coming off. It sucks. Yeah, I just found out, like I said, this car's been on the channel. I've talked to the owner before, so and so forth. I did not know that this was a, I would do air quotes, but my hands are busy, rebuilt engine that was put into this thing. All right, let's just get this out of the way. That's fine. Go somewhere I'm going to lose and or break you. Thanks. So, all right, let's bring you in and see if what I saw is what you guys can see. Let me loosen the other boot. And I'll zoom you in too, obviously. But, yeah, like I said, I know the components I use. That is an OEM distributor, Bosch. So, I mean, it's not, you know, not doesn't mean that it's going to last forever. But it's better than the, you know, well, I'm not going to say the Chinese ones. Because, well, that's what I install anyway. But, wasn't really thinking of it. All right, where's the pick? See if I can break this seal. Oh yeah, she's loose anyway. All right. Man, this thing's super loose. Right there. Bring in zooms. Boom. It ate through that boot. These are, and it's ripped, it's torn. There's a drivability issue. This is why we drive them and test them, and we don't just, you know, throw parts at them like, I'm not going to say other people, but other people. I'm not going to say who other people, in other words. So, we are pulling the whole top dress of this thing off to fix that. So, intake manifolds, I got to make sure I got the gaskets. Like I said, I took the thing out earlier and I thought it was a distributor issue. Think distributor's good. Think my work, you know, we'll pat the cell phone on the back. My work, still solid. Carburetor good, this, that, and the other thing, and I think that was just been deteriorating over time. So good, but, all right. So, intake gaskets, rubber boots, I know I have them in stock. I'm not sure if I have the intake gaskets. What else? Gotta make sure I have this, the plate for the oil, doobly-doo, because that has to come off. Yeah, pretty much everything you see is coming off. So let me scrounge up some stuff and see what I have going on, parts-wise, because I might have to go and put an order in and hopefully get everything in to do this. Also, while the engine's nice and hot, that side. We'll pull plugs when the engine cools, because I'm curious how this thing's running, because that side should be lean, obviously, and that side it should be, I'd say, richer. So, all right, I'll be back with the next ramble, and yeah, I am going to address this belt. All right, guys, you can probably hear by the background noise, it got cold. We are doing the next day. I did get parts. Parts in. You might be able to see what I'm doing. But we gotta replace the intake manifold gaskets, and man, they are super loose in general. Like I said, I know this has been an ongoing problem with this car. The runnability. When I drive it, and you can probably see in the video, or even my comment in the video, my driving style is completely different than this owner's, obviously. What that means is, what I mean by that is I'm a little more aggressive. So every time I've driven or tuned this car, it's been, well, driven or tuned a little more on the conservative side as far as the last go I had in it, or last go was here, but it's never been right. But I could never find the drivability issue, because when I was driving it, I can tell you that boot wasn't that bad. And if it wasn't for my timing gun and knowing what a vacuum leak reacts like, I probably never would have thought of that, because I think in my drive video, or even in the random rants that I had, I was leaning towards a bad ignition. So really helps to you know, not just think one thing or be sold on one thing, because I think I said it, I was sold on, I'm just gonna put a distributor in here, because I know I didn't do that. Like I said, I found out that this engine was rebuilt not too long ago, but you know, that's on me. I was assuming it was done, you know, correctly with new parts. It wasn't. All these cheese heads are gonna go away. I hate them. You know, I replace them with bolts. All right, lower shroud. Pull this. Gently file it like I normally do. That can go away, because I need to get to these. At least, hopefully those will cooperate. Really long? Well, and also no washer, so perfect. Check this. Let's get the distributor cap at least moved out, or moving, so I get some access. Fuel line top, let's loosen that. Get this out of the way. And just hang out somewhere. These guys I loosened already. Generator stand has to boop come out. Sucks, but it does, because you got to get the heat risers out of the way. Luckily, I'm always able to scrounge all the parts I need to do this, because like I said, I was committed to I thought it was an ignition. It drove like an ignition problem. Well, ignition slash fueling, but more on the ignition side than the fueling side. I don't know how else to put that. I tried to describe it when I was driving. Stay there. Let me snake it to where I need. And we're on. Good. Good, good. That's loose, that's loose. Let's get to the intakes. Pull the carb while I'm here. I know I put the carb on definitely just because I have my flange nuts on here. Beep. Now you have access. Stay there. All right, let me loosen all these bolts. Fan shroud out, or get the generator loose. I also don't know how this thing was 12 volt converted. All right, we'll just leave that. There we go. That can stay on there. Let me loosen that. 8-wrench. Of all the 7s, 9s, 8. And I could take out my voltmeter and figure out which one's which. If they're both hot, if only one's hot. But I'm not going to. I'm going to do the right thing. Take some high-tech electrical containment self-adhesive blockage material. And yeah, just roll with it. Unplug that wire. I know I rewired that one. I can tell. I'll just pull that out of the way. All right, now I just got to get that out of the way. That probably goes to the starter, not the greatest junction. Whatever, not here for that. All right, 4 10s, then we can pull this generator out. Just have to loosen the sides, which I'm hoping aren't flatheads. Well, hell, that one's not even in, so that's good. And that one's missing. I mean, that's perfect. This bolt is, hold on. I can just pull it out with my hand. Cool. That was simple. Don't have to worry about that. All right, now the 10s. There we go. All right. Yeah, I'm probably gonna move this coil and side mount it like I normally do. Just gives more room. But let's get some altitude. Hopefully get this thing out. Come on. Just get out. Why are we playing this game? It's a dunce that I don't want to dunce. You're like right there. Do you have a wider fan? Like what in the actual are we doing here? All right, well, let's loosen the sides. Magnet washer. All right, guys, now to have everything nice and loose and out of the way, hopefully we can just pull these manifold sides off. One, super fuely, if that picks up. Doesn't matter, it is what it is. Yeah, one gasket. You can tell, either put on a new gasket or it's a used one. But same thing was going to happen here. That happened on the other one. See where the threads were cutting in? Yeah. And let's get off this other side. Let's not lose this wire because I'm going to need it. But let's put it away from places. And we'll show the damage on this other one. Getting a little oily in there. Might be blowback, so on and so forth, but the one in question, the thing that's been the plague of my drivability on this car for as long as I knew it, is this guy. That clamp ate right in. So, yeah, just lovely. Like I said, last time I had the car, it drove fine. It drove per how I drive. If that makes any sense. I drove through the flat spot. I want to pull a plug. Those plugs should be clean. Just because it was running lean. I also have new plugs anyway. And those should be running, I'd say richer. There we go. It's weird it didn't want to grab or didn't want to find the threads or sit. You know what I'm talking about. Not to mention this thing is super tight. Oh, plug, where are you? There we go. Bosh. Didn't change the plugs, but man, focus. They're clean, the porcelain's clean on them. So, it's been running, and you can tell by the strap, it's hot. So yeah, obviously definitely getting a plug change. Because of this, and we'll get new plugs obviously because it's easier to access right now than, why am I doing it the hard way? It's easier to access now than if it was, you know, intake manifolds and stuff. You know, I do like this guy because it's small. If you want torque on the other hand, it's terrible. My long neck or the my husk is so much better. Whoops. Reverse. Yeah, that ratchet's only like 4 volts or something like that. Same thing, super hot. Yeah, and I'm focus in this area. This general area. Oh, hey camera, do something. Yeah, ground strap, porcelain's clean, super hot. All indicative if for a lean running engine. And if I did a tune-up first, my brain hole would have triggered that immediately. Yep, ta-da! Stay. Boop. Black. Rich or fuel. So a quick plug tutorial. If you got a white plug, you're running lean. Well, only on one side of the engine. Out. I just cleaned off this table. I am making a pile. Same thing probably. Yeah. All right, this plug. Weird enough. Focus, please. Beeps. Here, this area. This plug, if you can see, it's caramel colored. I don't have a flashlight right here. Yeah, I do. Is that a flashlight? It is. Anyway. Caramel colored, ground strap looks good. That's what you want to see all 4 of your plugs running like. This one's not, like I said, not too bad. It is, you know, a little fouled out. But 1 for 4 ain't bad. What are we running? We're running metal gaskets, aren't we? Where's that flashlight? Yeah, just standard metal gaskets. Never been a fan of the metal. I usually always, when I upgrade, I put the Velcro style thick gaskets on. It alleviates problems, intake leaks, so on and so forth, or at least I feel it does. There's nothing wrong with these metal ones. I do use them in a pinch, and they're usually fine. But I've had more leaks out of this because, you know, the fan shroud or something's impeding, or, you know, what have you, that you just, they're just in the way. Those are a pain in the butt to get out of and on. It's like the exhaust gaskets, they suck. All right, now that stuff can move, let's get this thing the hell out of the way. Why are you still stuck? I'm stuck. Please. Please unstick. Unstick faster. See, subtle. Gentle movements will get things right out the way. You don't have to be aggressive. But yeah. Like I said, you can see all the oil on this thing. It's just been dumping oil. I'm trying to get this thing obviously back as best as possible. I don't need to remove this, but I'm going to. Oh, this is gonna be yummy. Can I blow through it? Mouth condom. Yep, all right. I just blew through this, just make sure the crossover was good. It seems fine. This is pitted all to hell, which is, you know, it works. We'll obviously put new gaskets on. I got one wafer gasket and one standard metal gasket. One standard metal, one blowed out wafer gasket. And what I mean by wafers, see if they'll zoom in. It's like perforated. You gonna zoom? No, did I make it worse? Can we cooperate? See the checkered waffle pattern? Nice and smooth. You can't tell me these came out the same kit, I guess is what I'm getting at. So we'll replace those. Also, real quick, bring in exhaust leak. No exhaust leak. But yeah, you can see how it's all seeping out. So let me do some cleaning real quick, gather some stuff up, and we'll reassemble this thing. I should be more in awe, but I'm not. I'm just more, I guess, mad at myself that I didn't know the full extent of the maintenance history that this engine's had. I also gotta get the smart plugs, throw them in. Like I said, I would have went a different route with, there's a bolt on that? There has to be. Oh, okay. Whew. Yeah, I would have went a different route with diagnosis, but you can only diagnose off what the customer tells you, and you know, like I said, we were moving in the right direction and in the wrong direction, if that makes any sense. Could have probably went with this first and saved a lot of, you know. Nah, actually, everything that has been done to this car has been warranted. Like I said, I'm gonna move this coil, put a new one on. I got another one. Just get out of the way. I don't trust it because, well, it's melting. Oh, it's moving my glue. So, all right, let's let me, like I said, let me clean some stuff up, and then yeah, I'll get back to you. So, we'll reassemble with nice, good new parts. A little sludgy, not bad. I've said this before, I RTV my gaskets too. Because while this thing was tight, it was leaking. You might be able to see, I'll bring it in real quick, and then I gotta clean. All the side of the block right there, that's all, you know, seepage, leakage. So like I said, I RTV them. I tend not to. Every time I lock my camera down, it freaking hits me in my thumb. I tend to just run a thin RTV. You've seen me do it countless amount of times if you watch this channel. Just because I don't like leaks, and I guarantee the same thing is happening on this pump. So, all right, let me do some cleaning and get back to me with reassembly. I also gotta, like I said, grab those plugs. All right, real quick, before I actually reassemble this thing, I'm gonna throw all the plugs in so I don't have, you know, empty holes. I don't mean reassemble, I mean the opposite of that, clean. So let me get these guys ran in, and yeah, because I don't want to be blowing air and, you know, whatnot all over the place. And where's my, there it is. And you know, get stuff into the cylinder head. So, like always, I run the NGK BR6HSs for, you know, everything on these things. Let me just get all these things plugged in, torqued down. And yeah, we'll at least go in a hell of a lot better too. This whatever, number 2? Yeah, number 2. It was worrying me coming out, I'm not gonna lie. It was tight. Still a little rough. Crush plus E. So I'll go around, put these things in, clean the engine off, and start getting this thing all nice and assembled. Well, I thought you were seated. Apparently not. I hate using hate using torque wrenches like ratchets. But these threads definitely feel like they've had better days. There we go. On. I have dogged the crap out of my Ryobis, and they keep going. Oh, you know, the thing I don't like are my ratchets. Don't get me wrong, I love them. battery design. If it was an M12 like a Milwaukee, which I might buy, but I don't want to buy another battery brand, I'd be rocking that. So, all right, plugs are in. Let me clean this thing up and start getting it all together. Oh, I guess you're recording. Anywho's, cleaned up, new gasket or whatever. Bottom one's already on an RTV. Top one, again, like I said, just a light coat. You don't have to go crazy. There we go. Like I said, I've had these things leak, same thing with the fuel pumps. I see dirt around here still. I don't like leaks. I don't like leaks when I work on things. Sorry, maybe you guys do. RTV, I've said before, pretty much has a bad name, just like Bondo has a bad name. When you use it in the correct amounts, it's fine. All right, side gaskets. I run these MP kits. What the hell is part number? 3230s. They come with the felt gaskets that I was talking about, along with new hose clamp, new everything. I almost stabbed myself in the gut. Might not have been a bad thing. Could have lost some weight. But yeah, like I said, got stop. New boots. I'll do a side-to-side comparison, but they're a lot stiffer, and they are a different color than the OG orange. These are more of a red. Well, we'll just put those there. That's fine. And then gaskets. Like I said, I like these because they're thicker and they tend to seal. Hello. They tend to seal better. So, get the gaskets on. Oh, don't get stuck, just go on. Let me check that intake fit. So I don't like, sometimes these gaskets are just oversized a bit, but a lot of times the intakes might need to, or the fan shroud. Yeah, she was black up there. I bet she was sucking air. The tins might have to be bumped backwards, because these should just drop. They do. I'm on that dowel. I hate those dowels in the head. Yeah, all right, I got clearance. Yeah, and we'll double check the other side, and then we'll slam those on, because I don't like forcing things. And let's try it again. All right, now she dropped on. Yeah, she's just tight. Schmutz. But let's get this thing on. Oh yeah, that just dropped right down. Perfect. Okie dokes. Heads are good. Where are these things? This side. Let's get this guy, center. Oh, right here. Forgot to clean it. Oh, please. Still need more brake clean. Running low. All right, generator or whatever, alternator stand. That's what we got here. Place that down. Snake the alternator on. Let me wipe up this mess. I'm slipping and sliding. 1 second. All right, I'm back. What was I doing? Oh yeah, let's throw this generator in, or alternator. This thing. The power make it happener device. See, you just gently throw them in. I don't know why you guys are struggling with them so bad. Now, fan shroud, go down. All right, let's get these sides on. Passenger. Oh, I need the boots. I'll also show you, like I said, these guys are pretty supple still. These are the old ones. But they have this orangier color, and they're thinner. The ones I use, you can clearly see they're thicker and more reddish orange. I don't know if that makes any sense. Those feel like they're like originals. New old stock, if you will, that, well, I guess they're in good enough condition. We'll just reuse them. Yeah, I don't know. But that's my that's my guess, is what was going through the head of how those ended up, well, on this. Because it didn't even have new hardware. Now granted, I have these alone, the rubbers, alone, without hardware. But normally my hardware matches. What am I doing? Yeah, you go over here. Stop moving. And you flip you around, loosely tighten you, get some of the slack out, and I'll drop these sides on. Give me a second to get the setup. It's around that dowel. I'm just gonna punch it out ever so slightly. Just to widen it. Brake clean, because I know I'm out on that can. Kobe. Clean it out one more time. Yeah, boy, you can't see me. Just hose it out one more time so that if there any material decides to go up somehow, it'll be fine. All right, let's snake this guy on like a glove, and then we'll snake this guy on. Nice. Come on, in the holes. That one's on. That one's on. Slide these boots back as far as they can go. Now you're out. Now you're in. There we go. All right. They're down, they're seated. Let me get screws down. Like I said, I'm going to change them out to the flange nuts. And the back one, hey look, that awesome wire connection fell apart. Good. We'll do electrical too now. My favorite. Blows my mind, guys. gonna follow these up with a ratchet. I'm doing that just to make sure. There's so much, you know, slop or deflection or what have you in this thing that I don't trust the torque. I'm pretty sure I brought in like all my flashlights. A little pick action and some movement. You're not doing. All right. Ooh, those are a nice tight fit. And slide them into place. And slide them into place. That's as far as you want to go. That is okie dokie with me. All right, let's tighten these clamps. Anti-goo. 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 Crap. Gaskets. Two brand new gaskets that are, you know, the same, out of the same pack. Weird. I mean, so weird. All right, guys, I soldered all this back together, so that's, well, together. Let's get this fan shroud back on. I need more of those. All right, let's get this thing bolted up. We're in the home stretch. So, fan shroud gets bolted. Come on. Oh, I ran out of diesel, so it's quiet. So I'm now even more alone with my thoughts. Oh, it's so much fun. Here's the one I needed for back here. Solenoid out the way, so I can get this bottom one a little easier, because, you know, stupid big hands. All right, now that everything's attached except for the oil filler, which doesn't matter, let's twist this off, see how she runs, and yeah, twist her off and see how she runs. High choke. Ah! Probably gonna have to tune it again. Well, at least immediately I know I didn't screw up. Let's do us a spray test. Nothing? 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 Nothing. Tune! Alright, let's get some, gonna warm this, get off of the exhaust. Gonna let it warm up, get off the choke, and we'll dial in the timing again, but immediately it sounds so much better. You can tell it's dropping back down to idle. It's not hanging like it was. Will she idle off choke? She will. It sounds so much nicer too. Perfect. Oh, let's do a little screw job of tuning. It's idling really good. Dying. Half. One turn back. Get off the choke. That's so much better. It's nice and smooth. All right. Well, I'm okay with this. Shut her down. Hopefully next scene, unless, you know, developments like normal happen, we'll take it on the road. Actually, I got also a list of other things I have to do. Crap. I think I have a turn signal out, a dome light, maybe a running light, parking light, tail light. Oh, and he wants the seats to move. So that's the thing. All right. Let me button up the engine on my behalf. And yeah, I lost the cap to this. It's probably on the floor floating around, you know, because that's where, there it is. Ugh. Let me, like I said, before I interrupted myself, because I'm so rude, let me get the engine at least side buttoned up, and then, yeah, we'll sort out the rest of the list he sent me. And hopefully next we'll be on a test drive. Or I'll just button up the engine, take it on a test drive, and then make sure it's solved. But that is so much better. So much better. Happy you found it. Yeah, all because of these cheap, you can see maybe that's getting ready to cut. All because of these cheap boots. I like the Empties because they're thicker and they tend to hold up better. All right, they're actual rubber, not the silicone, I think, but yeah. I don't know, I'm rambling. Let me go through a list and figure something out. I gotta put that thing back on. I'll be back, I'm rambling. I'm excited that hopefully it's fixed, drivability. I know, weird. I also gotta get the heat going because it's cold again. And I got the frickin' door open because I'm a genius. All right, let's take this thing for a test drive. Thing loud. I think what we're gonna do is take this thing for a test drive. If it all checks out, I'll cap off the video. And probably do a part 2 with the miscellaneous odds and ends because this is running a little longer than expected. Let's fire it up. One pump, you know the rules. Awesome. At least we know we didn't goof that up. Gonna spin it around, it's still on a high choke, but there's a couple things we're gonna have to mess with this car still. Let's try reverse. Doesn't seem as grabby. Could be because I'm revving the moon out of it on the choke. But join me on the road. All right, well, it's still vaguely doing it. Can you guys sit in here so you don't chatter and annoy me? Probably not. It's still bucking. I don't know if it's because I'm rushing it cold. Other than doing the idle screw adjustment on the carburetor, I haven't done anything. So the choke might be out of time because I know I did it. If you watch the other videos, I did do a lot of tweaking to overcome it. The car sounds great on idle. I think I am still fighting an ignition issue. But I think that well, I don't know. Third gear, lugged it, they took it. Yeah, I'm lugging the car right now. All right, here's a flat spot. Definitely a flat spot. All right. I still think it's in the distributor. I gotta find out this gas leak or smell.
because it is very inconvenient. Oh, see, I forgot to check that before I left. Turn off. Thank you. Let's see what we got going on. Because it's just wafting the nostrils. Oh, you're kidding me. The cat's not even on right. The cap wasn't even screwed on. It was lifted off. I wish I had that cap. Also, that distributor's still loose. I cranked some timing into it. It's snug, but loose. Let's see if that did anything. I think I'm gonna lean towards putting a new distributor in this thing. And see if that remedies it. Definitely like the adjustment, which just leads me to believe those weights are terrible, because low gear, lugging, it takes off. Timing. It's night and day difference. This front end's loose, like, feeling. Alright, yeah, I just twisted that timing. We're still following the old route we did. But I kicked some... Oh yeah, second gear pull. Cut off a bus. Should have not did that because it's bigger and I wasn't really confident. Alright, so distributor. We're going to put a new one in. Because I'm curious what the timing actually is. Second gear, lugging it around the corner. No extra blip. Perfect. Alright. What's going on right now is I don't even know how far advanced. I just moved it. I'm thinking the weights or something is not able to keep up with the centrifugage or the war. Alright, this is night and day. Oh man, train. Shit. But you know, I'm taking a test drive. Why is there a train? What was I saying? How to avoid said train? Can't remember. Let's go this way. But yeah, I don't think the centrifuges are keeping up or whacking out the way they should or at the speed they should. So it's basically by me moving the distributor, you know, going forwarder. Where is this train? Pushing it forward, I'm basically cheating it, and the clutch feels better. Although I was noticing a throwout bearing whine. So yeah, we'll throw in a new distributor. Because right now I'm not feeling the need to get back to the shop immediately. Ooh. Yeah, slow rev. Gently off the clutch, it's fine. It is the ignition. It was twofold. Ignition and are those gates still down? I don't know. I think they're just broken because I don't see a train and I'm gonna get speared. So anywho's, yeah, we'll throw in a new distributor. Like I said, I don't know. This is still second gear. We'll do a pull. Right out of its own way. Curious what I got the timing at now. Because we did set it at 32 per the gun. What it's actually sitting at now, who the hell knows? Like I said, I just twisted it because it felt like it was a timing issue. And I said that in the original drive video. So what I'm thinking is we have a combination of, we had an air leak that wasn't helping us out. This thing's running nice, and I'm not just patting myself on the back. It's running better than it's ever have. I think we're fighting a combination between that and the distributor advance. Oh yeah, this is like drivable. Gonna ask him what he wants to do on the clutch. Going back, same strip of road. We're in third. We're going to lug the engine. I don't like doing it, but we're sorting it out. Basically, I'm cheating. Like I said, I turned the distributor to cheat timing. Still third gear, light on the gas. Perfect. All right. So I'll drop it in the distributor and yeah, fix up some odds and ends. And we'll call this one done. At least that's the plan. Let's go back to the shop. I'll wrap this up. And you're going to have to stay to part 2 to find out if this thing delivers or if, you know, yeah, well, it's going to deliver. But the condition it's delivering in. We still got, like I said, we still got stuff to do on this car. Right now I'm just rambling because it's cooperating. We're here! Ooh, can't see nothing. Anyways, back from test drive. It drove. Timing issue. Quiet time. Anyway, I got everything stuck. Stop! What are you doing? We're just things. Anywho, back from test drive. It went. After we tightened the fuel cap because that was wide open. I wish I checked it before I left, but yeah, it was only sealed on the back. So, fuel leak, check, solve that. Timing distributor, like I said in the original video, it definitely was, like the original drive video, it felt like it was lagging, but that vacuum leak wasn't helping. So, you know, compounded into things. But let's see what the timing move if it fires right up. Good. So at least we didn't screw it up that bad. Sounds happy. But let me get you on the big cam. I'll wrap this one up, and you're gonna have to stay around for part 2 to you know, see the finished, I guess, product, if you will, because we got a little odds and ends, and I don't feel like jamming it all into one video. Like I said, seats, some lights, dome light apparently. It did work, he said. Okay, well it doesn't. So, customer complaint confirmed. We'll, oh, it looks like he tried to get this thing out. It's all broken. All right, join me on the big cam.
All right, guys, wrapping this up. Back on the big cam, as I think I just said. Myself said this. But anywho's, we're down to drivability concern. I think I know exactly what it is at this point. I think it's going to be distributor as far as what it is. I whacked up the timing during that test drive. I actually don't know what it's at, so we'll check it in part 2 to see what I bumped it up to. And then we'll put it in a new distributor, probably another 09. I do have a vac unit I might put in, but most likely I like running the 09s. And see if there is a huge difference between what we left at 32 degrees and a new one set at 32 because I'm pretty sure this is pushing the 40s right now as far as full advance goes, just for the cheat. But anyway, there's gonna, like I said, this video is running long enough. There's gonna be a part 2 because we still got lights to do. We got to fix some lights, and definitely I got to figure a way to move those seats. Hopefully they're gonna cooperate. And then yeah, just another test drive. So with that said, if you like this episode, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you do. I promise you, we will chit chat. As always, thanks for watching. Hopefully, see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.